Hi everyone, and welcome back for part 2 of our section hike of the John Muir Trail. In this episode, we leave Upper Cathedral Lake behind as we complete the hike over Cathedral Pass and down into Long Meadow on our way to the Sunrise High Sierra Camp. The hike from Cathedral Lakes to the Sunrise High Sierra Camp continues the ascent up Cathedral Pass before passing between Tresidder and Echo Peaks. The trail continues past Columbia Finger and down a series of switchbacks into Long Meadow. The meadow is a long, flower-dusted expanse of green and granite and comes as a welcome respite from the typical ups and downs of the John Muir Trail. Eventually the trail ends up at the High Sierra Camp where we'll camp for the night. Gosh, that.
The hike through Long Meadow is probably my personal favorite on this trip. Having already gone through one spectacular meadow, we come upon yet another gorgeous clearing. At the time, I remember having similar thoughts, but was quick to dismiss it, as perhaps it was just the lengthy, flat portion of the hike that had me excited. But then, not far from here, we enter what may be the prettiest landscape I have come across. The word picturesque gets thrown around quite a bit, but I could believe that the upcoming spot in Long Meadow was the inspiration for the word. I could almost see Ansel Adams just off the trail, framing up that perfect shot. After having the pleasure of taking in these beautiful scenes, it's easy to see how John Muir fell in love with this area, and why he knew it was so important to preserve it in perpetuity, allowing us, generations later, to bask in her beauty in all its grandeur.
Is the High Sierra Camp over here?
I think it is, man. Yeah. Yes. Yes, please. Yes, please let it be. This sounds good to me, man. This is unreal.
Some trail magic.
Sunrise. High Sierra.
The Sunrise High Sierra Camp was founded on July 15, 1961 by Mary Curry Tresidder. Mary and her husband Don ran the first concession company in Yosemite National Park, known as the Yosemite Park and Curry Company. The Sunrise Camp was the last of the 6 High Sierra camps that make up the 51-mile High Sierra Camp Loop. The camps offer tent cabins and warm meals which make it possible to hike the loop without carrying a heavy backpack. Unfortunately, the camp is not yet officially open, so we'll just say hi to a few people and find a spot in the backpackers camp.
After completing our first 11 miles of this 22-mile trip, we'll sit around and enjoy the majesty that is Yosemite in this unbeatable camping spot. If you enjoyed this episode, let the folks know by hitting that thumbs up down there. Turn on notifications to catch our third and final part, and be sure to leave any questions or comments below. And, as always, if you haven't already, click subscribe to follow along with us on the trails we hike.